Hello people, this one's about the importance of setting tasks. And when I say setting tasks, I don't mean for yourself, organising your day plan, that type of task. I mean literally a task function on the CRM that you're using. Most of them will have a task function. I know for a fact that Bullhorn does and Job Adder does. So if yours for some reason doesn't, you can just use a calendar for this. It's essentially the process of setting yourself a follow-up call down the line that's attached to a note from a conversation that you've just had. If you're speaking to a contact within a business and you have a chat with them and they're reasonably warm, or even if they're not warm, it's going to take a while to open these people up sometimes. You have to keep chipping away at them. So set yourself a task after the call for an appropriate length of time based upon whatever you've discussed. If they tell you, oh, we're pretty quiet right now, but that might change in 3 months when we're going for this particular project, or we're going to go on a bit of a recruitment drive, then log a task for 2.5 months' time. Don't wait until they're actually already going for that thing, because by then they've had the conversations, you haven't been front of mind, and they're already engaged in whatever it was that they've planned to do. So get in just before they've asked you to call them. They probably won't even remember when they actually asked you to call. But if you set yourself a task with a detailed note around the conversation that you previously had, you can call them and you can say, hey, John, when we spoke 2 months ago, you mentioned that you would be doing X, Y, Z. Just following up with you as you asked, and how are you going with that? Or whatever it might be. The next module is on detailed note taking and the importance of it, but I'll just quickly touch on it now. So if you take some super detailed notes on whatever you've talked about with this client, it's going to paint authority to them next time you call. If you call John and you say, hey John, hopefully this is a good time. Last time we spoke at 8:30, you were on the school run. How is such and such doing? How's Kim doing? Your child? Whatever it is, just that little detail is going to say to him, oh, okay, maybe I have spoken to this person in the past. Maybe I just don't remember them well enough. I should probably remember them more than I do, because they know my child's name. Oh, hey, and they're probably going to play it off as if they remember you, and they're going to feel some level of responsibility to at least give you the time of day. That then puts you in a position of strength to be able to guide the conversation where you want it to go, and at least have a somewhat captive audience when you start talking about whatever you want. Organisation is not my strong point. Set tasks. I should be doing it more. We should all be doing it more. And worst case scenario, you go to set up your day plan and you can't decide where to focus on. You've literally got a list of BD. You can run through your task list, even if it's not urgent, and you don't have to sit down and think about developing a list for the day or where you should expend your energy. Here's a warm list of people that you have some context around before you call them.